train, it had to be a train. You couldn't rent a car, you couldn't take a plane like everyone else does these days. You're from Boone, not old Russia. Your name is Jen, not Anna Karenina.
Barton Carroll, or Carroll, I don't know which, does not have a Wikipedia page, so finding details has been a bit of a challenge, but I have found some. He's a Seattle-based musician, singer and songwriter. He started working with the band Crooked Fingers in 2002 and features on 2 of their albums. He recorded his first solo album in 1999, but that has not been released. His second solo album that he recorded was released in 2006, and he's released 3 more since then. Hi, my name's Dan. So this is a request review, and it was requested by a user who goes by the name of Foul Quince, who's probably my most prolific commenter on my channel. Hey FQ, nice to hear from you again, as always. I hope you enjoy my review. Here we go. So before I actually launch into it, I'm going to say, as I always do for request reviews and others like this, most of this channel is a series of reviews of a list of the 3,000 greatest albums of all time, according to a website called Claimed Music. And I'm working my way up from 3,000 up to number 1, and hopefully I'll get there, but it's a long and winding road. I'm at somewhere just over 600 at the moment. So occasionally I step off that list, and one of the reasons I do that is for doing request reviews. I do them about once every 20 of the other reviews. I do a request review, and if you want to request a review, I'm never going to make an absolute promise that I will review everything that's requested, just in case it's ridiculous or foul or something really I don't want to talk about. But so far I have done so, and all you need to do in order to request a review is to leave a comment on any of the videos on my channel, and I should pick it up. And then wait for a while, because it takes me a while to get around to them. Right, on to this review. So this was the 4th released album by Barton Carroll, or Carroll. I don't know what the pronunciation is. My first encounter with it, I've never come across him before. I would describe this as being a singer-songwriter with a strong bluegrass element to it. I guess you could expand that out by saying it's kind of folk Americana, bluegrassy kind of thing. It definitely has use of a fiddle and a banjo. There's some decent playing in here as well. There's acoustic guitar with at one point I felt like it was very Chet Atkins style acoustic guitar. There's also some fast clawhammer style, I believe it is, banjo. And it's got the feel of traditional songs, especially the track The Beach Mountain Waltz. So I find that I'm kind of coming at this from the fact that I like folk. My big area of folk that I have come across is Celtic folk from Scotland and Ireland particularly. And this has similarities. The bluegrass traditions are quite similar to the Celtic folk traditions. Not quite the same. But despite my aversion to country, I actually quite like bluegrass. And I found quite a lot of bluegrass that I enjoy. The singing is fine. It's decent even in here. But the actual content is where where it really gets interesting here. So it's very much storytelling stuff or evoking pictures. It's kind of almost in some ways more like in content like you'd think Heartland Rock, somebody like Bruce Springsteen, who's often thought as being the archetype for that, in that it's kind of more modern than you'd think of folk stuff being, which tends to hark back to the past quite a lot more. And it's really cleverly written. It's got a great turn of phrase. There's some excellent ideas in here. It's poetic. It's got good economic use of words. It evokes things well, and it's witty. It's fun to listen to. My favourite probably is the track "It Had to Be a Train," which is about a guy in a situation where a woman's leaving him and she's insisted that the way she's going to leave is she's going to catch a train, because that's more romantic than going on a plane or in a car, and kind of exploring that idea. Yeah, generally, I really enjoyed this album. So, FQ, thank you for introducing me to this. This is a good album. And I'm asking myself, is this something that I might want to get a copy of for myself? Pretty much, I think. I was pretty impressed with this. Is the songwriting here is the thing that's strong. It's pretty exceptional, I would say. But it's a really strong album. And if you've not come across it before, I would encourage you to go and have a listen to this, especially if you like strong singer-songwriter stuff, because that's where the strengths are of this album. So that's what I think. If you want to add anything to that, please do talk to me through the comments. That's it from me for now.
That old drinking man living out on Tatum's land, well, I've known him in this town all my life. He sips away his days and he's got a kindly way, and if you care to set a spell, he will abide. I said you never look much troubled and the years are coming on. There must be some secret